Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Sunday, the 6th of June 2021. Those observant amongst you will have noticed that it's Observer Day, not Guardian Day, so we have no rating for the puzzle. We'll just dig in and find out, which is probably the best thing anyway. In the news, I see some humorous news today, satire from South Korea. A South Korean industrial designer named Bang Min-wook has designed what he calls the third eye. And this is something that people could strap on their heads as they're walking along, looking at their mobile device, their mobile phone, possibly an iPad, I suppose. And when you put your head down, the eyelid of this device opens up and it automatically turns on a motion detector. And if you get within a couple of meters of something, it will beep, causing an alarm. Of course, nothing to stop speeding cars crashing straight into you. But this is something that we do see a lot of, well, certainly here in Thailand, people using their mobile phones to such an extent. We have great usage of it here. People live on their mobile phones, and they certainly do walk along with their heads down in a very dangerous fashion. So, but the designer wasn't being serious about the thing. He actually wanted it to get people to think about, what they're doing with their mobile phones. So, well done to him. Right, let's attack our Sudoku puzzle, shall we? As I said, no idea on the level, so just saying we may have beginners with us. So a quick explanation of the rules of the game. You can see a grid which is 9 squares across and 9 squares down. Each row we need to fit in numbers 1 to 9. Each column we need to fit numbers 1 to 9. This column has 4 numbers already. This column has 4 numbers already. You'll notice that each number is, of course, unique in its column. This row here has 4 numbers in it. Quite a few of them have 4. This one has 5. 1, 4, 9, 8, and 3. That means that we are looking for the other missing numbers in this row. So we're looking for 2 and 5, etc., etc. And we're going to use this uniqueness function that each number can appear once only. We also have these boxes or blocks, and you can see that this block here has 4 numbers in it already. Again, of course, no repetitions. And this block here has nothing in it yet, so it's all to play for there. Alright, so we use this idea of uniqueness quite a lot in the game. It helps us find numbers. For example, we see the 6 in this row means 6 can't appear again in this row, so there can be no 6 here. And this 6 in this column blocks down here, and there's only one square that is not kind of covered by that, so we can fill in our 6 here, and that's how we play the game. So on to the game proper now that you understand the rules. I have no idea at the level it's going to be today, easy or not. One blocking down here, this one blocks this square here, and so that's got to be a 1 there. When we take this 1 and bring it across this row here, this one across this row here, there's only 1 remaining square. That's down there, we can fill that in. Excuse the traffic noise. Alright. Just getting a feel for the board. I don't look at these before I get started on the game. I just don't look at them at all, so I'm playing it absolutely live. I see 8 and 7 are in this column here, and therefore cannot appear in these two. So these 2 squares here have to be 8 and 7, don't they? Right, because 8 and 7 are blocking here. There's only 2 squares left, and we see an 8 blocking here. So the 8 goes here, and the 7 goes here. We'll take that 7 and bring it down now, and 7 coming down here, and the 7 across will give us a 7 in that square there. We also know the missing numbers here, even if we can't quite fit them in yet. We do know that it's got to be a 2 and a 5. So if that helps, we'll just look down here and see 2 down here, 2, no, 5 down here. No, not really going to give us anything, but that's okay. Where to look next? Well, I see a 9 blocking down this column here, and a 9 blocking here and here, so that's got to be a 9 right there. These two numbers have to be 6 and 4, don't they? Look, because 6 and 4 are in this column here already. Right, 6 blocking here, and 4 is going to block that square, so 4 has got to appear somewhere here. So these two have to be 6 and 4. That can't be a 4. So that's our 4 and that's our 6. So far so good. This 8 blocking along here, 8 blocking down here, gives us 1 square left. 8 goes there. I guess we're missing 2 and 5 here, and that will be 2 and 5. So 2 and 5 here, 2 and 5 in that square there, we know. 2 or 5, I'm saying, not and, of course. And 2 and 5 up here. So 2s and 5s are going to be our possible bugbear today. 3 blocking across this row, 3 blocking across this row, 1 square left. 3 goes in there. Okay, 8 up this column, 8 up this column, 8 along this row, 8 along this row, gives us an 8 here. This has to be a 6. I hope you can see why, because let's look up here. 6 blocks these two squares here, and 6 blocks along here, meaning that a 6 has to appear in one of these two squares, and when it does, it will block all the way down here. And this 6 will block all the way down here, and 6 will block across here. So that's got to be a 6 there. This 8 blocks this square, 8 blocks this square. So these two squares, I should say, and this 8 blocks down here, giving us an 8 here. And that's going to give us our 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. Okay. This 1, oh no, sorry, I take that back. I thought I'd seen something there, but I hadn't. Okay. Right, let's shufty around the board. 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here, 8 here, 8 here. Just 1 left. I think that is the last 8, isn't it? Is that the last remaining 8? Yes, it was. So remember, we can always get the final digit. When we have 8 of them already, we can always get the last one. This is also going to be a 2 or 5, because look, 9 and 4 are restricted to these two squares because of here, 9 and 4. So 9 and 4 are here. It's not really going to help us just yet, though. I'm not going to bother putting in the pencil marks just at the moment. Let's see if we can go without it. Ah, got it. Okay, I think may have just solved a huge chunk of the puzzle. Okay, this 5 is blocked from here, right? Meaning that 5 will appear in one of these two squares, so that can't be our 5. So this is our 5 here, and this is our 2 here, and this is our 5 here, and this is our 2 here. Right, because 9 and 4 are limited to these squares because of this, and 9 and 4 here blocking that square, I should have said. Okay. The last number here, of course, is a 2 as well. Right. So that was quite nice, wasn't it? That gave us a lot of information there. So what's missing up here now? 1, 7 and 5. 7 is down here. 1s we don't know yet. 1's here. 5s we don't know, and the other number here is what, 6. Okay. Right. Well, it didn't quite solve the whole puzzle for us, but it was okay anyway. So 5 blocking along here now, 5 blocking along here. That's got to be a 5 there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, 1, 5 blocking down here means that 1 and 5 have to appear here. So this is the third number, which is 7. Look, in this box here, block here, 1, 5 and 7 are our missing numbers. 1 and 5 see this square, so it can't be. So therefore the 7 has to appear there, and 1 and 5 have to be here. Let's keep moving. Well, I should have realized this before, of course. You didn't tell me, did you? But since we know that this is 9 and 4, and now we have this row filled in, that means 4 is limited to the top row, and so we'll block here, right? 4 has to come here, and 9 has to come here. I should have realized that before. It's just my excuse is it's a Sunday, but I often use that excuse. I'm running out of it. I'm running out of times I can use it, I think. What's missing along here? 2, 3, and 9, I believe. Is that right? 2, 3, and 9. Okay, but 2 and 9 are in the same, are in this column here, hitting this square here. So that's got to be a 3. How will that affect anything? What's missing up here now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are in these two squares here. But that's not going to, we can't tell which is which just yet. It will also give us a 5 here. Nope, that's not fruitful. What's missing down here? 1, we don't yet have a 2, and we are also lacking 9. 2 and 9. Any help on 2 or 9 here? Not quite. So let's keep moving my eye around. Okay, right, so the 5 blocks here and 6 blocks here, so 5 and 6 have to be here. So the last number in this segment here has to be 1, because 1, 5 and 6 were the missing numbers. 5 stops this, 6 stops this, so that's it. Missing number along here now has to be a 5. Last number here is a 1. This is a 5 or 7, that's not going to do anything. And that's a 6 or 7. Oh. Sorry, this is a 5 or 6, I should say, actually. I'm not sure if I misspoke there. Right. Okay, we're, making progress here. Not particularly fast, but as of yet haven't put in any candidates, but maybe that will prove to be short-lived. Let's see. Okay, the 1 blocking up here, 1 blocking up here, 1 across here, 1 across here gives us just 1 square left. The 1 goes there. This 9 blocking up here, 9 blocking up here, and 9 across the top row gives us a 9 there. We know that, okay, 5 is blocking this square here, 5 is blocking this square here. So in this row, which doesn't yet have a 5. That's got to go there. And we're missing a what? 2 and a 6. Is that right? Which we can't tell just yet. Okay, where to look next? Threes. No. Okay, so 7 in this column here means that 7's got to appear here, and one of these two squares, and we'll stop that from being a 7. And 7 is blocking here, and 7 is going to appear in one of these two squares because look, it's blocked here. In fact, I can put that 7 now. I just realized I can place it now. Let's save some confusion here. 7 is blocking this row here, this 7 which will appear here or here. So blocked along here, blocked along here. This 7 blocks this, 7 blocks this. So 7 goes there. The last number is a 5. And this is a 5, and this is a 2, if you remember right from the beginning. Okay. Which will limit our 2 here. Okay, so 2 can't be in this top row, so 2 is limited to this square and this square, which means that can't be a 2. This 2 blocks these two squares, which will give us just these two here, and this 2 stops there. So 2 has to appear here. Missing number, well, we don't have 3 in this row yet, but this 3 stops it, so 3 goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 we don't have yet, so 4 goes in there. Missing numbers are 6 and 7, I believe, which we don't know yet, so we should get on to in a moment. Missing numbers here now are 2, 4. Okay, so 4 blocks here, 4 blocks here. 4 has to be placed here because we don't have a 4 in this column yet. And also what's missing here now? So 2 and 1, 2 is missing, 3, 4. We have now 5, 6, 2 and 6. Okay, so the 6 blocks here. So 6 goes here, 2 goes here. And missing number here, 1, it's a 2, we don't have a 2 yet, so in goes the 2, 2 blocks this square here, 2 will be here like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, okay, this 9 blocks up here, that's our 9 there. Missing numbers are now in here, well the missing number along this row I should say is a 3, so let's put that in. Missing number up here now is a 6, and that goes. Which one is the one that's going to give us the key to these last 6 spaces? One of them. What's missing up here? 1, 2, so we don't have a 3 yet, but 3 blocks here, so 3 goes there. 7 is the last number there. 7 will block this square, 7 goes here. That's a 6. 6 blocks here, goes there. And the last number here I think is a 5. Let me just double check, because that was pretty straightforward. Nothing really difficult there, fairly easy puzzle, but it took a while to get there. It wasn't like super quick, but maybe that's just my Sunday reactions. Thank you very much for joining. Please subscribe to this channel, subscribe to other Sudoku channels, learn many techniques as you like, and hope to see you again. Thank you. Goodbye.